Number 18. Proboscis Monkey. The cartoonish looking proboscis monkey is a real primate native to Borneo. While scientists know little about the practical value of their elongated noses, they seem to attract females. These strange monkeys also communicate using a series of honks, appropriate considering their looks. Number 17. Sunfish. These giant, ancient-looking fish still swim the ocean today. In fact, many of these fish tend to periodically wash ashore New Zealand, setting the internet ablaze every so often. The sunfish, also known as the mola, is the heaviest bony fish species in the world. These animals can produce up to 300 million eggs when breeding, more than any other vertebrate in the world. Due to their size, extremely weird looks, and occasional carcasses found on beach shores, many stories surround the fish. They are actually relatively gentle fish, posing no harm to humans. These giants subsist on a diet of jellyfish, which they consume in large numbers to satisfy their appetite. Number 16. Sunda Kolugo. This animal looks as though it is a resident on a foreign planet in some sci-fi show. It actually is a rare gliding lemur who uses large flaps of skin between its legs to sail from one tree to another. They are completely helpless on the ground, and wind and rain make it difficult for them to travel between trees. Although not much is known about these animals, researchers believe that their numbers in the wild are decreasing. Number 15. Tufted Deer. This animal looks like it was a weird science experiment, combining a deer and a bat. Amazingly enough, these fanged deer have a home range between China and Afghanistan. While most deer use their antlers for mating purposes, male tufted deer instead have evolved long canines for this purpose. Oddly enough, when scared or challenged, these deer bark. Living alone or in pairs, these animals are relatively shy and prefer to stay away from human contact. Number 14. Saiga Antelope. This hoofed creature looks like some sort of alien livestock. While completely foreign looking, this strange creature used to roam a huge expanse of area in Eastern Europe and Asia. Today, the saiga antelope is critically endangered, calling only Russia and Kazakhstan home. The saiga lives in semi-deserts and steppes, eating a wide variety of plants. Its distinctive nose is used to filter out dust and keep its body cool during the hot summers. Only 50,000 of these animals still exist today, an estimated 5% of what it was 15 years ago. Population decrease is attributed primarily to disease and poaching. Number 13. Monkey-faced pig. Looking like a science fiction animal experiment gone wrong, this is actually a mutant pig born in Indonesia and not some hybrid animal. While it looks like a monkey's face has been grafted onto a pig's body, this animal actually is exhibiting an extremely short snout and morphed ears. It has been theorized that this creature has a mild case of Cyclops syndrome, which occasionally occurs in sheep and pigs, and probably occurred due to environmental pollution. Oddly enough, the creature's owner was much more concerned about the fact he likely wouldn't be able to sell the piglet instead of what possibly caused the mutation. Number 12. Eye. Considered an omen of bad luck by the indigenous peoples of Madagascar, the eye is one weird-looking primate. Its two large, front-facing eyes, small compact size, and dark fur make it a peculiar-looking animal. It is thought to be one of the only primates to use echolocation to find prey. Their slender fingers and claws allow them to hang on to the soaking wet trees of their rainforest homes. Eyes tap tree trunks and branches and listen to the echoes made in order to locate larvae underneath. These monkeys, as bizarre as they look, are perfect for the niche they live in. Number 11. Gerenuk. The gerenuk looks like a bad Photoshop job. In reality, this antelope is common to the African Great Lakes area. Their long neck and legs are perfect for browsing tall shrubs and the lower branches of trees, food that most other antelopes are unable to get to. When food is out of the reach of their elongated necks, gerenuk will stand on their hind legs to give them the extra height necessary. Often called the giraffe-necked antelope, these animals do not drink water. Instead, they get all the water they need from metabolic process and the food they eat, allowing them to live in extremely dry and arid habitats. Number 10. Hairless spectacled bear. Without context, it is impossible to imagine what kind of animal this could be. In 2009, a zoo in Leipzig, Germany was astounded to find out that their female spectacled bears had begun losing their hair. Dolores was one of the zoo's 3 bears that had become fully bald, minus a few tufts around the face. The wrinkled bears usually have black fur with a white face and look nothing like what they should when furless. Experts from around the world are still baffled by this phenomenon, believing that perhaps a genetic defect may be to blame for this condition. Number 9. Blobfish. Out of water, this blobfish skin almost looks like it's made out of gelatin. Dubbed by many as the world's ugliest fish, the blobfish actually looks much different in its deep sea home compared to how we see it above water. The fish's body is less dense than water, allowing it to expend minimal effort to swim. Instead, it simply floats through the ocean, saving tons of energy. It filter feeds on particulate matter of the deep and lacks relatively any muscle. When pulled from its natural habitat, the low density of this fish, in combination with the pressure changes it experiences on the way up, completely changes its appearance. Number 8. Goblin shark. This hellish-looking fish is an inhabitant of the deep sea, which from time to time gets washed ashore or is caught by deep-sea water fisheries by accident. The only fish left alive from its ancient family Mitsucorinidae, the goblin shark is a link to prehistoric fish. The pink-skinned fish is found primarily towards the ocean floor and is built to hunt cephalopods and crustaceans. Number 7. Zonkey. Not a true species of its own, a zonkey is the result of crossbreeding between a donkey and a zebra. Like many other hybrids, the zonkey is sterile and unable to create young of its own. Zebras are often found in enormous herds, and if they cross paths with wild donkeys, these matings may occur. In fact, some of the offspring of the mating may even join the zebra herd. Number 6. 7-legged sheep. Almost as leggy as a spider, this grotesque lamb is another example of mutations in nature. This lamb was born with a total of 7 legs, consisting of 3 working hind legs and 2 useless legs hanging behind its working forelegs. The lamb's twin was born completely normal, and the reasons behind the mutation are still unknown. Number 5. Atretocoana isorti. Discovered in Brazil, this strange creature dubbed the penis snake is actually a rare amphibian species. Number 4. Sea pig. Known by their scientific name Scotoplanes, these larvae-looking animals are another present to us from the deep sea. They typically live at depths of 1,000 meters or more. They belong to the same family as sea cucumbers. Where you find one, you're likely to find more, as these animals tend to stay in large groups. Number 3. Lepin. This cat looks like a combination of animals only a mythic story could describe. The lepin is the result of a male leopard and female lion. This hybrid creature came into existence purely because of human meddling. The first recorded lepin was born in 1910. Very few lepins have ever occurred, most in Germany, Italy, and Japan. The last known leopard died in 1985, and while crossbreeds are popular in zoos, they have no ecological purpose. Number 2. Frogfish. 2 local New Zealand fishermen recently caught this bird-like, burnt-looking creature off near shores of the North Island. The completely blackened animal is actually a rare black striped frogfish. Frogfish colour can vary significantly within the species, as they have the ability to change their pigmentation depending on their habitat. This may explain why this fish looked so alien to the eye. And finally, at number 1. Vacanti mouse. What's hairless, has 3 eyes, and is extremely uncomfortable to look at? The Vacanti mouse was a real mouse, used in a laboratory experiment to see if ear cartilage could be grown outside the human body. While the ear wasn't an actual functioning auditory organ, researchers did successfully get the mouse to grow cartilage in an ear shape by implanting biodegradable mold to grow cells beneath the mouse's skin. While the mouse itself also looks strange, it is in fact a common strain of lab mice called a nude mouse. These were 18 of the strangest creatures explained. Which of these strange creatures would you own as a pet? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Epic Wildlife for more videos like this. Thanks for watching!